Well, hello there, assassins. As you join me here in comfort, we are going to be starting off with episode number 6 of the Byers Californian House, and that is, of course, from Stranger Things. Now, I'm just going to kind of get straight onto it today, so I'm going to show you what we're going to be getting done, and then getting straight into building, because last episode, of course, being over an hour long, I don't want to waste any more time. So we're going to drop down here. We have ourselves this passageway to connect to the back door up this way into the garden. That is quite an important section. We know that it lines up already, so we haven't got that to worry about. We've just got to do the detailing. Then I thought we'd go to the back of the kitchen, and we have this little sort of storage room back here. You can imagine this might be like a pantry or something, which goes onto a further room back here, which I haven't obviously furnished. But we only see this in the show, this little kind of coat rack, I guess. So we're going to be building that, which is obviously not the most exciting thing in the world. But then we're going to come upstairs and we're going to start to build all of the walls up here to basically build the rest of the infrastructure for our house. And that then leads us on to the final episode where we can go ahead and decorate Eleven's room and then hopefully get ourselves a roof on as well. Hopefully in the same episode. That's the grand scheme. That's the grand plan. Will it work out? Time will tell. Find out next week, quite literally. Let's get started with today's tutorial. Okay, so I've just flown over to the Byers Californian House version number 2, and I've grabbed myself these materials. We have some brick block on us, some jungle planks, some smooth sandstone, some lanterns, some birch slabs, some brown banners, a light grey banner, oak fences, and finally some stone as well. First things first, come to your porch area, kind of your inner porch area. Drop down here to your grass at the moment. And what we're going to do is we're going to start on the very corner here with our birch slabs. Now we want to take ourselves a slab immediately on the grass block here. Then we build a block in the floor here, a slab here, a block down beneath the slab, and down again for another slab. Then we'll knock 2 blocks out and place ourselves a jungle plank down here. As you can see, that's just before reaching this one. Now we don't want that. We're actually going to take ourselves another birch block down here before then placing a jungle plank just underneath where we have kind of a new floor starting above, if you like. We'll then take ourselves our brick blocks in these spaces around here, because of course we don't want any of this dirt to show through on the underside, otherwise that won't look the best. So there we go. And now when you walk down here, you should have a 2-block passageway. Now that's okay, but we're going to make this down to, well, kind of down to 3 by just adding in a brick block here to sort of trick the mind into thinking there's more space because the wall is the same on both sides, you know? Hopefully that makes sense. And it also leaves us a little bit of headroom for a lamp above, which we'll use for our lantern in a little while. So now dig this straight forward until you reach the back garden door. You should be able to tell because we're a bit lazy, and when I built this originally, I built this on a stilt. So luckily we have a bit of room to work with down here. So you'll get yourselves back to the back garden over here, and then we want. Hold on, let me just speak English for a sec. You want you want to break in about 3 blocks from the back of the first dirt. So 1, 2, 3. Dig in here to the next passageway along to this kind of fence here, and that's of course going to be your second doorway. So we'll take jungle in our flooring. Now we know what this is, in this bit of a fork shape, and then we're going to follow all of this up, so all of these dirt blocks up alongside of our tunnel and passageway with just brick up to 2 blocks high. So literally going all the way back down to the start of what we've just made. And this then allows us to finish up this area, basically, before adding in ourselves a lantern. And we might pick block ourselves some doors as well, just to properly complete up this basement area, so we don't have to return a little bit later. So there we are. Now follow along with your brick this way. Hopefully you can knock out some of these blocks. You may be pushing it a little bit, but no, you're okay. So we'll bring entire brick back like so, and in here as well, just where the tunnel is, of course. And then don't forget to do the brick over here for this part of the tunnel as well, like that. So everything should be filled up with a normal material instead of dirt. And then just go along a random spot on the tunnel. I'm going to go out about 4 blocks from the start. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and on 5, I'm going to dangle a lantern from the ceiling up there and just surround it with brick there. So it's in its own little space there, like so. That just adds a bit of lighting in here, makes it look like a less scary tunnel, and finishes it up nicely. Go ahead and pick block yourself a birch door. I recommend a birch one because it looks like a sort of back door or a front door with a big old pane in the middle there. And you can just stick these doors on the front of your tunnel. Whoops, did you guys see that? What the hell just happened? So we'll do another one here and just got our fences back like so. Now, what I find a little bit annoying for anyone with OCD, same as me, is the doors like to go, you know, the opposite way around, so they like to go the same way as each other because of the hinges. So it's very important to go ahead and break the middle 2 blocks so you can place your hinges on the correct side if you wish to, like so. And then we'll just go ahead and replace what we've just destroyed basically for that section there. I just feel like that looks, you know, much better, but you guys might feel differently, so feel free to build that in like so. And there we go, that is all sorted in there, so we can head upstairs and get the back of our kitchen completed before working upstairs. Oh yeah. Now then, for your room in here, you want to start by taking yourself this stone, and we're going to go ahead and change our floor material in here. Well, we don't really need to because, as you can see, we are levitating currently from where the floor should be. Now we are going to have to sacrifice this window, but keep it on the outside. You just want to go ahead and place blocks in front of it, so basically no one sees out of it at all. Not really sure why it's there. It must have a purpose on the real building, but for our Minecraft version, we'll just leave everything, you know, as is, like so. So we'll stone this entire area up, making it look entirely full. Like so. And then we'll take ourselves our smooth sandstone, and we'll place a dividing wall 2 blocks in. 1, 2, and on 3 here. We'll go 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks, so we're just 1 block past the door. We'll build this wall up to the same height as what we already have for the exterior walls. And we'll also leave ourselves a gap of 2 before doing another 3. Now, you can do whatever you wish to, honestly. I'm just kind of going along with what my original one is. But, as I said, I don't know what's in this room in the show or in the real home. So if you guys want to repurpose this room, make it a nice space instead of what I've done here, which kind of looks like a really bad version of our garage down here, then you know, feel free to repurpose this area, make it actually a nice room. What I did on my original though is I took a little coat sort of hanger or rack, just so you can see it through the 4 corners of the door here, 4 squares, and we do ourselves 2 brown banners here, and a grey one will be seen through the door. And we'll do ourselves 2 oak fences down here and here. Now the first floor is completed. Let's get ourselves up to the second floor. So for the second floor, the hardest part really is to get the hallway done, because of course that leads on then to all of the separate rooms. But if we don't get the hallway done entirely accurately, then of course that can like misplace one of the rooms and then maybe go into another room or sacrifice some space for somewhere else. So we need to be careful. So definitely pause the video if you need to, guys, and comment any questions you may have in the comments below. We'll take ourselves some smooth sandstone, some smooth sandstone stairs of course, some chains, some chiseled quartz block, some stripped birch wood, some birch doors, some smooth sandstone slabs, some light grey wall, and some smooth quartz slabs as well. Alright then, coming on up to the second floor. By the way, you should be really proud of yourselves because the first floor is looking so cool, really cool. And yeah, that's all your work, so you should be proud. Take a second to just overlook and soak it all up, you know. Oh yeah. Right, enough of the weirdness, let's get on with it. Right, we'll come down here, we'll take ourselves these 2 sandstone blocks, just take them out. Take them out. We want to take ourselves 2 lots of our birch. You can do this in any which direction you wish to, but keep it all the same direction because we're trying to make carpet here. So we're trying to keep it all, you know, looking spotless and identical. We will take ourselves a nice wall of sandstone here. And what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go up again, and then I'll come in 3. Then 2, and then 1 up here. Like that. So I'm kind of following what the stairs do. Okay. Now I want to come down to my my mud bricks over here. And there's not actually one where we need it to be. So what I'm going to do is pick block a a mad brick? What? A mud brick just here to get this wall a little bit higher, like so. Then take my smooth sandstone back. Now take my smooth sandstone stairs and place myself 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks kind of upside down here. 5 blocks upside down here. So over the stairs entirely now. And now what I'm going to do is basically follow this up alongside this little rivet that we've made with our sandstone here, all the way up until I reach this new roof height. So we're kind of determining where this the roof here of the second floor, you know, ends off, which is very important. So let's add in ourselves these little holes now with our blocks, the rivet holes we'll call them. Then we'll do ourselves the sandstone stairs coming up again, and a third time, then a fourth time, and up here at the fifth time, of course, we're going to stop here. Now this fifth time, oh, let me just double check my work. So I'm going to go beyond where we have our trapdoors here. This is number 1. Obviously, it's not really number 1 because it's kind of got a little bit of it chopped off, but we'll call it number 1. Then we go up to number 2, just here. Number 3, just here. And then what I'm going to do is I want to build basically beyond number 4. So yeah, we're in the correct position. So you'll want your door to be in line with that back window there on the left side and in the left side of this staircase. So what we're doing currently is absolutely spot on. So we'll bring another part of the wall up here. So that's 1 block past the banister, of course, like this. And then I'm going to place myself, obviously, a birch wood in there and some more in here. And then my door will go at the back of this block in here, like that. So now we have 2 doors just here. Sadly not leading on to any rooms that we know of yet in the show, but we're getting there, I promise. So let's build up ourselves another wall to the left of this doorway. Obviously go over it and incorporate it into the big wall. And then leave yourself a gap of 1 and build another 2 blocks here. And build up this entire sandstone wall just here. You can even incorporate these 2 blocks above our strange wall down here. And if you want to do this one too, feel free. So actually we'll go ahead and enclose the space. So we'll build this all the way around like that, just for now. Oh, and the stair part, like that. Awesome. So yeah, that looks really good. Now this wall here, as you can see, we have a stair kind of overhanging but not going anywhere. You can actually bring this along like a big sort of beam across the entire room, but what I just did is built it just to here, so that we kind of enclose the porch almost space or something, you know, giving it a little bit more detail room. You can also go ahead and bring this forward so that you can now kind of hang the chain. Now it's still a little bit short, isn't it? So we bring another part of the wall down as well, the roof down, just to match like that really. And then any other detail we can do with that bit in a minute we'll come back to. But for now, we've got a big chunk, a big chunk above this porch area, which is pretty good because this is supposed to be the lowest part of the sort of open plan building here. And then obviously the roof gets a bit higher as you enter the home. So that's actually really good. Okay, so let's go back up to the second floor. Obviously bring yourself another piece of stripped birch wood in here. Now as you can see, we're not quite at Eleven's room yet. Eleven's room is going to be over here. There's also going to be another big room over this way, possibly Joyce's room. Then there's going to be a room here, a room in the back corner, and then a room over this way. There's also, I forgot to mention this, but there's also a secondary room about here, which is a bit of a strange one, because it looks like a mini sort of toilet room maybe, or even just a cloakroom on the second floor. Whatever you guys want to repurpose these rooms for that are not furnished, you can feel free to do that as well. Right, so I'm going to come this way, so I'm going to like pretend I'm walking down the hallway, and then I can see where the doors are going to be. There's going to be a door directly after this left wall here. So we'll leave a space for that, and then we'll build the wall up here. Like that. Now this wall this room in here has a chiseled quartz floor, and it's going to be worth 2 blocks, like that. So we'll bring up the chiseled to that. Oh no, we won't. We'll bring the birch there, but then we'll do the chisel just up to the door frame there, like so. Cool. As you can see, the wall kind of has a cutout there going up, and that is how we build the roof in this room as well. It's a very odd one indeed, but we'll get there in a moment. Progress is being made, slow and steady, eh? Let's dig ourselves another 2 blocks of sandstone the other side of that doorway, and then of course add in your birch as well down here for the carpet. Now we're basically leaving ourselves 3 blocks between this door and then the next one. Now we already have 3, so we can add ourselves another birch in here, and then we'll do another door down this way. And this is going to go into that other master bedroom that I was on about, where it's possibly Joyce's room up this way. You can sort of see as well where there should be a wall, probably between the windows, right? That would make sense. And it does appear to be that way, which is good. And we don't do any corners, so I can give you a bit of a spoiler. It does keep the same way. Now I'm just going to quickly skip on to Joyce's room here. I'm going to follow this wall along to the edge just up there, and then build this all the way up, as we know that that main wall is going to be there. Don't forget to build it over the door frame, incorporating the door into the wall there, and then we'll build this all the way around now, as we know that this height is going to be a little bit taller than what we expected. Now, I don't know if we do, we might do, and that's why I left it short in the beginning. I think the roof may chop off some blocks a little bit later on, so what I'm going to do for now is just kind of leave it as if there will be blocks to be chopped off later. So I'm going to build this exterior part to be the same layer as all the way around, but then anything beyond this point, I'm just going to leave the same low height at the moment, because the roof does kind of incorporate into the build. It doesn't just sit on top. There are certain elements to it that do like fold into the inside of the building too, so we need to be careful and not overdo it really. Looking good. Now we'll take ourselves down into Joyce's room. So this is the front right window area over here. We'll go above the window and we'll place ourselves stairs upside down all the way to the corner and going back along this way. Now then, it's worth remembering and reminding you guys that the wall in here is actually just going to be next to the door frame. So it's literally just going to be this one right here. So like so. We don't want it too close to the balcony sort of windows, because obviously that will ruin the look of that room. We're trying to keep it enough space away so it's not going to be too close. Actually, I'm just going to move it 1 block this way. There we go. So it's directly in between both of those doors with a block on each side. Then we'll connect this to the exterior. Awesome. You should have a block to the left of the balcony window, and that's looking good. So down here, I'm just going to fold up my stairs to the corner, then place blocks on top of this area, and do another lot of stairs around. So it's sort of folding in from the right corner, coming across diagonally, like so. Amazing. Oh, this is looking so good. Okay, awesome. I'm just going to skip my reference photos back a little bit. So we have this section going for us so far. For this bathroom door, by the way, you can just take a door in here like so, so that the furthest block back from the hallway, which looks good. Then we're going to leave ourselves 2 blocks of wall, and then on the third one there will be a door, but it will be on the block back. So number 1, number 2, and then number 3, this is where we build our door. The door will be on a light grey wall, as that is going to be the material for 11's bedroom. So we'll take the birch door back, going into the room like so. This little space can be filled in with a stripped birch wood. And now the wall in here, we're going to do a wall just here. And we're going to build like a secondary false wall for a little wardrobe in here. So like a walk-in wardrobe in 11's room. But don't forget to incorporate the doorway into the actual walls of the house. The house. Went a little bit Scottish, sorry about that. Right, like so. Now if we drop down into this little room that I was on about earlier, possibly a bathroom, we'll come 3 blocks up from the floor. On 4, build 2, and then on the top one, build 2 lots out, so it comes up like a diagonal, like that. Obviously the top of it's going to be a little bit exposed at the moment, until we do put the roof on in a later episode. Now in here, into 11's room, we're going to need to place ourselves these light grey wall materials going obviously all the way in this floor. And you can include where the false wall is going to be as well. Now this is a big section to get done, so it'll save us a lot of hassle when we do furnish 11's room here. Now then, there's going to be a strange kind of design on this roof. Now we don't currently have the materials on us, but now we've just placed our light grey wall, we can remove that and take ourselves some of these smooth quartz stairs just here. And what we're going to do is, before we do anything, we need to build that little cupboard I was on about. So we'll come 2 blocks in from the right and build over, and then 1 block down again. So we have ourselves 1, 2, 3 from the floor just here. Perfect, and that's going to be the wardrobe in her room. As you know, obviously the boys downstairs, they do have a wardrobe each in their room, so we definitely wanted to give 11 one as well. So there we go. Now what we're going to do is take ourselves stairs from this corner, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blocks along, and then build blocks on this side with our slabs. Very strange to design, I know, and it also goes into this corner over this way. It's similar to what we did in Joyce's room, of course, but just obviously more detailed for this room. So then we take our stairs, folding around the entire room, up to the corner here. I'm just going to check what I've done here. Done something really random. Oh, I haven't. It's alright. So we do this, and then we take slabs down from our blocks that we already built. Like that. And we'll slab up the inside of the stairs here on the same level. So 11's room has a roof now, but the rest of the house still needs a roof. But yeah, that looks really good. Awesome. So that's that room ready to go. That'll be there for later. Whilst I have this chain on me, by the way, we're just going to add in like a second floor kind of chandelier going down the staircase. So you can come to the second banister along, so in the middle of the 3. And the second stair from the bottom, so this one, stick yourself the chain on there, and that's ready to go for a chandelier in a little while. Now if we come on down to this room over this way, actually you know what, we'll go into this one. Obviously this needs a floor. The best floor to give this is a generic stripped birch wood floor, just for now. If you guys want to furnish this room, you know, feel free to do so, and do let us know in the comments below what you do use these rooms for, because I am definitely intrigued to hear your ideas. So we'll do that like so. Obviously 11's room has a different flooring. This room's been floored up, the hallway has, and we have 3 rooms to go before reaching the end. Okay, so this room with the balcony. We'll take ourselves some smooth sandstone stairs. We'll take them directly above the door here, like that. And then we'll go 3 blocks to the right. 1, 2, 3. We'll add normal blocks above these, and then do another load of stairs here. Then we'll take the wall in here, as we know this is going to be where it ends, and it will connect up to this wall over this way. Like that. If it's back from the corner, that's absolutely fine. Do not worry about that. That's supposed to be like that. Because what we're going to do is we're going to knock out this corner, so it's an invisible corner like that. And we'll build this entire wall up and down, just like so. So then you can add in yourself the flooring in here. What's kind of really clever about this is the garage. This block is a garage. So if we break in, ta-da! Oh, my loom's still there from episode 1. We'll knock that away. But yeah, this is basically being built on top. So it's like different modular rooms just being chucked together into a house format. It's pretty cool. So we'll take ourselves the stripped birch wood above this section, so we don't have to sacrifice any blocks for the garage roof and have any of this spruce or carpet showing on the inside of the garage. Pretty cool, right? So there we go. We'll take ourselves a door on the second part of this wall over here, and this door can be on any which side you want. It doesn't really matter. We don't know what goes into these rooms in the normal house, so you can feel free to go a bit crazy with it, do what you wish to. In this room in the corner, take yourself your smooth sandstone stairs again. Once again, a block down from the top, we do stairs along, and then blocks on top of that. Then we'll take our stairs against those blocks like so, turning the corner just here, and we want to build to this corner over this way. So we have, of course, the door just here right now. We want another door to be just over this way. So this one is actually going to be, so if I just quickly look at this, check my dimensions, I want only a block of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So this wall I did remove will actually become our wall anyways. So that's alright, we can't have a secret hidden wall, that's sad. But we're using it for good. So we do that there. We'll build our door on the second block in, of course not the corner. Like that. And then for the flooring in here, once again, stripped birchwood is fine. Oh, don't forget to do the beneath of the door frames, by the way, guys. I did forget to do these ones. So you can feel free to just change them up how you wish to. Like that. Awesome. And then back to this part of the ceiling that I was on about. This just goes ahead and curves into the corner. And also use a slab to build up just these 4 blocks over here. Bit strange, bit funky, but it'll make sense when we do the actual roof. So there we go. You can see this kind of line coming around to this corner, which is really cool. And like I said, it does have a purpose and a meaning, but that'll be in a later episode. Okay, now final room. Final room. Whee! Okay, this one is pretty easy stuff. We just take ourselves the good old birch for the inside of the doorway, like that. And then of course you can basically see where the room is going to be. We'll just make this into a bit of a rectangular room. Close off the mud bricks as well. And just make this into a proper rectangle here. At the same height as the rest of the build. Like so. And then of course your floor. So no one falls through the floor. And you've incorporated both the windows with the space on each side. Then around the top of this, just do yourselves upside down stairs to there. And then we'll do slabs in this one as well entirely. Like that. And there we go. Another room for your pleasure of building. Awesome. So that is the entire second floor ready to go for a part or episode number 7. To save us all some time in episode number 7, we may as well just build the little detail that goes on the upstairs landing right now. So we take ourselves some dark oak stairs, some lightning rods, a verdant frog light, any banner pattern of your choice, an item frame, a Steve head randomly in a hallway, a painting, a beacon, and a glow item frame as well. The glow item frame goes on the chain that we dangled earlier, and then the beacon will come with the back of it forward up this way, like so. So it's just looking pretty cool there like that. We'll take ourselves 3 upside down stairs in line with the banister. So go to the back wall and build 3. A Steve head backwards this way, maybe at a diagonal, just for a bit more detail. An item frame here with a banner pattern on to the side. A lightning rod here with a verdant frog light on top of it. And there's going to be a big old painting up here of the 2 ninjas kind of in combat. So we need to go ahead and find that. Oh, well there we go. Didn't take too much time at all, did it? And there we are. That is everything in there. Perfect. What I'm going to quickly do as well whilst I am here is I'm going to take myself my smooth sandstone back, just pick blocking it. And I'm going to go ahead and sort out all of the roofs, because all of these roofs I realised on the inside space that we have left are just all sandstoned up. So basically we have ourselves a nice silhouette of each room with the little spaces available to see them in, and we're just going to fill them up with our sandstone. Now they will get dark on the inside, but we're not needing to furnish any of these rooms. We just need to do 11's room and then the roof. So we just go ahead and sort these out right away. Doesn't take the most time, but again, a very, very minor section can add a lot of time to an episode. So I thought this episode will just get like the little jobs done that do take the most time. And that'll save us a lot of hassle for this next part, which is probably going to be quite hectic. So there we go, we have this, what looks like the top of Starcourt Mall. But that is fine, that is absolutely fine. Actually, it looks like, I don't know, like a really strange Minecraft character with like a baseball bat and a ball. How weird. There we go, a baseballer's house. But no, that is perfect. That is what we need to do there. Now that's everything ready to go for the future episodes. Now before we conclude today's episode, let's just go ahead and finish up the entire roof of this first floor as well. So what I mean by that is just literally smoothing over an entire sandstone roof and then adding in the fancy one in the next episode. So if we just take ourselves from this position here and then go forward to wherever we need to fill over. Don't add where you don't need to fill, basically. That is the motto here. So we do this sort of strange shape right the way along, and this should incorporate all of the fences, or at least the the main ones that we need to add in for the first floor. And we'll come to this section in just a moment to fill that over as well, as I think the roof comes down a little bit lower. So all the way back into the random room that we don't know what's in here, and on this side, and then right the way across. Now what's awesome is it's kind of like really closing up your progress, so like trying to give this a finale, which is awesome. So like I said, definitely be proud of yourselves for all of the effort gone into those first floor rooms, because they are a pain. And the obviously basement ones as well. We forgot about those ones, but yeah, those are very important too. After all, they're character rooms, and so they are very, very important for giving this house some meaning. And then of course what I'm going to do here is just extend this one forward a little bit, leaving a space on the perimeter of it, but to incorporate that monster spawner there. So I have that like so. And so yeah, for the lobby roof just above me, you can see that block comes down just one layer. We're going to need to take ourselves some smooth sandstone again and some yellow stained glass pane. And what goes on with this one is we're going to bring it right up to the corner here, like that, and then just one block past that corner as well, to there. And this will be over the fences that we have. So to incorporate these to the roof there, we take ourselves yellow stained glass panes, very 80s, just above like so. So give it that sort of neon summer house kind of look. And that's that. But look at this, how cool does this look now? I mean, it's a bit dark in places. You can feel free to put some sea lanterns, maybe under some blocks or something, to give it a bit more life. I recommend especially like under the furnace, for example, any sort of like entity or slabs or something like that, to give it more lighting. It's always a good way to hide them. Back here, maybe just one or two around the doorway, just to light up these banners. And of course, don't forget to add in yourself another trapdoor on this side. Sorry, a pressure plate on this side, so you can actually leave. Always a good thing to have. But yeah, that concludes this episode number 6. Well, thank you very much for joining me for another Wheelassassin guide, guys. I really do appreciate you guys, especially watching all the way to the end. I know my tutorials can be either very complicated, a little bit dull in sections, or just, so much information to take on board that it can be bombarding. But yeah, to say you're still here really does mean a lot. If you guys have enjoyed or found this video helpful, please go ahead and drop a like on it. That would be really, really appreciated. If you're new around here, have to say these things just in case. You never know, you never know. If you're new around here and you want to consider subscribing and join the Assassinhood for free today, please consider it. That would be awesome. It is 100% free to do so, and you'll never miss another upload, especially if you hit that bell. You can find me on social medias, guys. All the links are in the description. And yeah, that concludes today's episode. I will see you all next week for a very exciting one indeed, where we'll be getting ourselves 11's room completed, and then of course moving on to the roof, which will finalize and complete this entire series. Oh yeah. Thank you so much, guys. Have an excellent rest of your day.